Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been MIA. I still do have two in the chamber that I need to edit and post. But things have been less than perfect. I've just been a little out of it, but I'm like still on board with the commitment of making videos for YouTube. So yeah, I am off today. Well, technically I'm scheduled to work, but I went to work at 10 a.m. Apparently my schedule was changed a couple of times, and I got the impression that I was working at 10 a.m. today, and went to work, got there on time to clock in, and they were like, no, you can't clock in. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna come back in 4 hours for my scheduled shift. That's 2 p.m. So what y'all gonna do? Because I'm trying to get an authorization to work right now, but if not, I'm not coming back today. So they were like, yeah, we're looking for volunteers anyway, so you could take off. We won't give you an attendance point. And like, that's one of the things with Walmart that I'm like, yo, like they keep pulling other people to do the work for like cashiers and stuff, and like important people, important posts like cashiers, for example. That's important. So they keep pulling people from other departments to do the work. But I'm saying, why don't they just give the cashiers hours? Like, allow them to work. They're cutting everyone's hours. For what reason? I don't know. It makes no sense for the business, but hey, I'm still only getting my $11, so it is what it is. Speaking of $11, we had a department meeting with our assistant manager on Monday, which I was scheduled to be off on Monday, but I went to the meeting anyway. It was officially announced that they're sending me over to the jewelry department. Yay! $1 extra. Yay! But it is what it is for now. Like, it is what it is for now. I'm gonna do the do until I'm gonna do something else. That's it. On a job hunting note, I did an application for Delta Airlines. I've worked with Delta Airlines indirectly. And so I thought, hey, let me just try and send in an application. I got a response. They were like, we want you to do a video interview. I smashed that apparently because they contacted me like, here is the address, schedule your interview for Friday. And when I pulled the thing up, the address is in Minnesota. I'm like, yeah, no. It would be an awesome opportunity to work for Delta Airlines again, since I have like the knowledge of my beforehand job. So that'd be great, but that's definitely a no-go because I'm not driving to Minnesota a day and 2 hours. Yeah, no, absolutely not. No ma'am. Yeah, I was super excited. I was telling Babe like, yo, Delta sent me an email, and then I pulled the stuff up and it's like, I know. Absolutely not, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yeah, so that's that. I'm home today, so I'm like, all right, let me get my feet back on the road. Let's get this done. So yeah, I'm recording a video. Hi, YouTube. Your girl's back. Your girls back. Your girls. It's been raining. By the way, it snowed. Like in Atlanta, it snowed. There were a couple of inches of snow on my car. Like I'll figure out how to insert a clip here. So that's that. That was crazy. And then the next day it was like nothing happened. If I find another clip, I'll insert it here. it was crazy. Like the place looked like nothing happened. Like it wasn't snowing. Hella snow the day before. Atlanta weather is crazy. They say the weather is bipolar here. Definitely the best description. But I don't have a lot of things to talk about this week. I'm just going to touch on a few key points. I've talked about Jason Nash on here before and how I think he's hella hilarious and funny. And he should be in movies. And apparently, I don't know if I talked about this before, apparently he did make a movie that I've heard them talk about before in the past on the podcast and I think in the vlogs. And they were talking about how trash the movie was. And I watched a reaction video and the reaction video of the movie with Jason and I think Jeff or someone. I confused Jeff and Scott and I can't keep up. Anyways, yeah, and the movie is pretty good. Like that's a movie I would watch. That's definitely a dope movie I would watch. And I think I already talked about how Jason is actually living that movie right now. Like it's a video of I believe it's like he attaches himself to like a social media younger person and is like trying to make money. Yeah, and that's crazy that he's living that movie. How come I never heard him talk about how he's actually living that movie right now with the whole David Dobrik thing right now? Excuse the pencil. Yeah, so like that's crazy. But I would definitely watch that movie. He is super thin. He is hot. I mean, he's a hot old guy. In my opinion, he just looks like somebody that should be in a movie. In my opinion, like he could play a hot guy in a movie and that would be acceptable, is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he could pass. But what I want to talk about is his son Wyatt made a song for a project, a school project, and it's about the Holocaust, whatever, the Holocaust. All right, and so he played it on the Views podcast, and I'm like, holy crap. I was sitting in my car, I was driving home, because I tend to play a podcast like when I'm driving home at night. I just put on a podcast. The drive is like 35 minutes long, so I could get in a podcast. I listen to music mostly to get myself pumped headed there, but then like when I'm winding down, headed back home, I play a podcast. And oh my God. First of all, the song is hella good. Like I'm like, Wyatt is like shy. He's like a shy, I think he's like 13 and he talks like this. Jason's always making fun of how he talks like, yeah, hi. And he talks very nervously and like, the song is hella good and his voice sounds hella good on the song. I'm like, holy crap. I wonder if David's gonna find the guts to make fun of this. It's actually good, like actually good. I'm like, wow. So I'm like, I'm definitely talking about this. He didn't play the whole thing. I think he said it was like 5 minutes long. And I'm like, I want to listen to this somewhere. He should post it somewhere because I want to listen to it. Like for real. But yeah. And then talking about music, can we just make Justina Valentine like famous by now? I feel like she is one of the best female rappers, I've ever like heard. Not even best female or best white female or best rapper. Cause like freestyle ain't no thing for Justina Valentine. Like for real. I think she should be way more famous than she already is. Yeah, she's on Wild 'N Out or whatever. And like she's super hot. Like why isn't she like more famous? Like people, come on. Let me put y'all on, please. Just like binge Justina Valentine. Like she gives me life. I swear to God. Like not no city girls, not no like whatever, but like they fine, they cool or whatever, but like that's the type of shit I like. I like females that are doing the damn thing. You feel me? And I kind of rate her. But talking about females, Trisha, Now, I mean, I don't. There are so many reasons I shouldn't probably talk about Trisha this early on in my YouTube career. But like Trisha always trolls people or trolled people like before she was famous. So like it's whatever. I think Trisha is a little crazy, no pun intended. I mean, she said it herself. She was 5150. So does she really? My question is, here's my question. I'm not even going to talk about Jason or the fact that she says she's transgendered or however she worded it. What I want to know is like, does she really think she could sing? Like, does she think she has talent? Like, I can see her excelling in a lot of other ventures, but like the singing thing, like at first when I noticed that she was doing music, like on the side, or I don't know if it's on the side or if she considers that her main gig. But honestly, I'm just like, my question is, aside from all of that, my question is, does she really think she can sing? Like, you know, so you think he could dance? Like you. So you think he can sing or not? Is this all just a joke? Like, it's a pretty elaborate joke if this is a joke. I think she thinks that she can sing. And that's, I don't know. I don't know if that's incredibly stupid or like incredibly genius, but hey, she's getting coin. She's getting coin. I mean, she does in fact motivate me, you know, like me. Maybe I could make coin with no talent. So yeah, Trisha is doing her thing, I guess. She's doing the damn thing. In my opinion, she's not a very good singer, but hey, she's making coin, and I guess that's all that matters. Yeah, so, and let's continue talking about the women thing. So I listened to this podcast called, and I mean religiously listen to this, especially in my previous job where you didn't talk in the office. All you did was sit at a computer and type. I used to do auditing of bills. So we don't talk in our office. It's complete silence and everybody has their AirPods in or their earphones or whatever. Everybody's like zoned out. And so I used to always religiously listen to My Favorite Murder. And it took me a couple months to like retroactively listen to the back episode, but it's super good and it sounds creepy. Like the name is My Favorite Murder, but it's super funny. It's super freaking funny. Karen Kilgariff and Georgia Hardstark. Georgia Hardstark. Stock. I think it's Stock. They're hella funny to me. Like, I'm gonna put you on. Go listen to it. Like, usually I feel super cringe about like recommending things for people to watch or listen to, but like they give me life. They are super funny and they make it better to listen to like creepy things. Like I'm a forensics files type of person. Like I'll sit there and watch forensic files and like murder mysteries and like, you know, it's super grim to like just listen to that straight out, especially if they're talking in a very monotone, serious voice. And they just like somehow incorporate comedy into talking about horrible things like murder. And it sounds like a really awful combination. In fact, they have a speech of how this combination sounds awful. And if you don't like it, you should probably not listen. But yeah, I really like it. It's a combination of two things I really like, which is comedy and murder mystery. So like and they're super hella funny, like hella funny. I don't know if I'm even adequately describing their podcast, but it's hella funny. I really enjoy listening to it. And so I've made 2 podcast recommendations so far, and I'm trying to cut these videos down because ain't nobody finna sit here and edit all this. It's crazy. But yeah, I I just watched a video on social media. I don't even know if I even want to put this in my video, but y'all just be careful out there. I saw someone post a video of two people in separate situations getting onto an elevator, and apparently they have the coronavirus. Now, I know the coronavirus is not here in the US. I haven't heard any confirmed cases, but y'all be careful out there. There are people coughing, spitting. Sorry for the graphic, but it's like coughing and spitting and wiping saliva onto the elevator buttons. I suppose in efforts to this is really grim, and I probably should talk about it earlier in the video and not try to end on some grim note like this, but hey, y'all be safe out there. And I feel like that's a very good note, even though it sounds super gross. Be safe out there. When I go into an elevator, I don't care. That's why I don't care to do things like if I am sitting in my car at a stoplight. I know this is off topic, but if I see somebody crossing the road, I'm not afraid to click that close the door button. Click, click. I don't care. Be safe. When I go into an elevator, I hit that button with my knuckle. Yeah, I might still be touching it with my hand, but at least I'm less likely to be like this and wipe my face or my mouth or my eyes. It's less likely. I try really hard when I'm anywhere other than my house not to touch my face, my mouth or my face or my eyes. I try my best, and when I get home, I'm not a germaphobe or anything, but I try to be as clean as possible because y'all don't know the things you're encountering. So these people were legit smearing bodily fluids to try to infect other people. So be careful out there. Be safe. I love y'all. Peace. Happy Valentine's, everyone! Isn't he adorable? He's so cute and soft.